And I think you knew that, and you need to stop interrupting me.
All right. I'm done.
See this button here? See this button here? That's the wrong button. See this button here? Not this.
I'm done.
Not this one. This goes to a mic that's not even connected. This one right here. Welcome to another edition of Popcorn Bucket List, the show where I find every excuse to talk about Batman, no matter how many times people tell me to shut up after rambling for 5 hours. You can't stop me. I'm a locomotive.
Can't stop Batman either.
I'm a locomotive of Batman trivia. Can't stop me. But speaking of which, last week we premiered your Ryne's reviews where you found the Batman ARG. Not a lot of people are talking about it. We saw the movie then after the fact, and we were... Let's kind of give like a little update. You're probably going to do a bigger update later down the line. But,
huge update.
But we were surprised. Like, I thought it was just going to be like its own separate thing. Like, we're just going to give you concept art, whatever. Like, we're just having fun with you. It really tied into the movie, didn't it?
Yes. So, this ARG, I was just thinking it was a fun thing to do alongside of the movie as it was coming out or before it came out, leading up to it. And as soon as we watched the movie, it was like, holy cats. This ties directly into the movie.
Holy Catwoman, Batman.
Yeah, a huge part. And we'll be doing an update video on,
like the mysteries that the Batman solves in it. You had to solve those riddles too.
I
would like to point out you solved them quicker than he did in the movie.
Way faster than
took him like days. You did it like in an afternoon. So just saying, Batman. Work on your detective skills, bud.
work on your riddle solving skills.
Yeah. But there was like multiple moments where all of a sudden they'd be like, oh, it's this clue, and we'd like look at each other like, wait, didn't you
solve that?
Yeah,
I know what that is.
Did it better.
Yeah.
You didn't even need a cape and a mask to do it.
No, not at all.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Nope. We hold cameras.
Yep. That's right. That's what we do. But let's get into some weekly preview. Let's talk about what is coming out in the movie world this week. On the day this episode airs, Thursday, March 10th, we've got a movie called The Seed. This is coming out on the streaming service known as Shudder. It's actually a 2021 movie, but this is kind of when it's getting its wide release here on this platform. Shudder is a horror movie, kind of scary, just kind of, I guess, out there.
Yeah, I would say darker. I would say it's like
that's probably a good way to put it.
It's like the darker version of Netflix where they have some of their own original content, but a lot of other, like a lot of scary movies, horror movies, you'll find them on Shudder. That's where they go.
I was watching this trailer. Kind of think Spring Break mixed with the movie Alien. Is that kind of the way to put it?
Yeah, that's exactly the way to put it. The first half, it's like Spring Breakers.
They're not actually on Spring Break.
No.
It gives off that vibe.
Yeah, yep. They're doing a video. It's like, we're at this awesome mansion in the middle of nowhere. We're gonna party. This alien comes, and then it like halfway through, it just turns into like a slasher alien monster psychic horror movie, and it looks awesome. I'm excited to see it. It's something new, something different.
Yeah, you mentioned there's an alien element here to this. I will say most unrealistic part is these Instagram influencers just want to sit around and watch a meteor shower. That's the most unrealistic part of this to me is like But then coming out on Friday, the next day, one of the big ones, Pixar's Turning Red, coming straight to Disney Plus. This is a little annoying to me because I'm okay. I've gotten to the point where I'm okay with a theater streaming side-by-side release. But Disney's like plan right now has just been so confusing. Yeah. They were pretty staunchly like, oh, we're probably going to focus more on the streaming stuff. And then the whole situation with Scarlett Johansson and Black Widow happened, and they're like, okay, we'll try a side-by-side thing. And Eternals did fine. Shang-Chi, like, kicked butt in the box office and like, okay, we get it. We'll do theater release, and then we'll eventually release it to like streaming
a much shorter window. Yeah.
And then we're like, we're gonna release everything in the theaters. We're gonna release everything in theaters. We swear. And then like a couple months later, they're like, oh yeah, Pixar's Turning Red. We're just gonna go straight to streaming.
Yep. And I think, well, as we talked about the trailer,
there might be a reason why they're not going.
Yeah, there might be a reason why it's going to, because people used back in the day. If a movie got a straight to DVD release, probably wasn't that great. Now nowadays that's the same thing of going straight to streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Some movies are, that's probably not good. Let's just throw it up on the service.
Yeah.
And that's how they are. That's how it is. It's the new straight to DVD.
So I avoided any promotional stuff for this movie for a long time, despite the fact talking about it for months.
Yeah.
This might be the least Pixar movie I have ever seen. I don't know what it is about it. It almost looked like it was like a DreamWorks or Sony Animation knockoff.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to knock DreamWorks and Sony Animation. They've come up with some pretty good movies as well. But in the past, it's always been, when you watched a Pixar movie, you knew you were watching a Pixar movie. In the tone, in the editing, the animation, just felt off here for some reason. And, like, not even the story really interested me.
The story was kind of confusing to me, I thought. It kind of seemed like it was going two different directions.
And it gave away, in the trailer, the most heartfelt moment, which is, like, usually what Pixar is so good at, is these gut-wrenching moments, because, like, the girl is so afraid that her friends are going to hate her because she thinks she's this hideous beast or whatever. And their friends, like, immediately, like, hug her, like, no, we love you for you. Like, it's just, they just skip over that in the trailer. And it's like, it feels like they're going to skip over that in the movie. Like, that's the gut-wrenching moment.
Yeah.
That's what you're good at.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Yep.
That's like to mention baseball here, because I'm looking at these little bobblehead guys. It's like if you have, like, your best home run hitter, and, like, usually he comes in clutch at the end of the game. He always wins it for you at the end of the game. They're like, no, let's put him in first and then take him out of the rest of the game.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
The first couple innings.
Why are you throwing away the game?
Yeah.
I'm going Jerry Seinfeld here. This is so annoying to me. What is the deal with Turning Red?
That was great, actually. That was good.
Thank you. I've been working on that for years. But there is one other movie coming out this weekend, also called The Adam Project. This is coming out mainly on Netflix, limited theater release. Doubtful it'll be anywhere in this area. But this is a Ryan Reynolds movie. Zoe Saldana is in here. Mark Ruffalo. It's pretty much, the trailer kind of says it's pretty much the same people who brought you Family Guy. Like, not Family Guy, Free Guy.
Different guy. Yeah.
Different guy. And I gotta be honest, this one probably looks the most interesting to me for this weekend.
Yeah. And, like, I like Ryan Reynolds. And it kind of promises to deliver on a sci-fi, action, and heartwarming is, like, what I remember in the trailer they said.
It looked like Terminator, but more fun.
Yeah. And they're talking about going back in time, and then Mark Ruffalo's there, his goofy science self.
He probably just walked off the set of Avengers. He's like, what am I doing? Another nerd character? All right, you got it.
Perfect.
Cool. But yeah, it looks like there's some fun action. It's very almost Spielberg-esque.
Yeah.
Like there's almost that feeling of, like, if Spielberg directed Terminator instead of, like, James Cameron almost.
Yeah.
And you got that Ryan Reynolds element, so it's going to be a little bit more comedic. So
yep.
I think that'll be a good one as well.
It'll be fun.
And even though there aren't really any movies coming out in theaters here, we still want to talk about the Marshall 6 Theater, as they do have the Batman multiple showtimes throughout the afternoon and evening. So you're going to want to check it out there. Or if you've seen it and you want to check out something else, there are other things that have premiered in the past that are still there. You want to check out those showtimes as well. Get yourself some snacks, a refreshing drink. So yeah, you want to check out their website. You get showtimes from there. If you're looking for employment, they might have some employment opportunities there as well. You always want to check that out. And get yourself down to the theater. All right, it's getting
also
sometimes
something in.
Well, I would have, but you interrupted me, so now I have to assert my dominance here and remind you where your place is.
Oh wait,
so
big news.
Oh, big news.
Big news.
Well, let me say my thing.
All right.
Will probably not be as cool. You want to get down to the theater because we're not out of winter yet. There are cold, snowy times coming in. Who wants to just, maybe you like to play outside, but not right now. Right now is a good, like, indoor activity time. So during those blizzardy days, it's real nice and warm in there. Anyways, what were you saying before you rudely interrupted me?
Yes. So, for those of you who play Pokemon Go,
oh boy,
the theater is now a Pokemon stop. Check it out.
That was your big news?
That was the big news.
Hyped that up.
That's huge. The theater, Marshall 6, baby, boom, disc, right there. Spin it. Can't wait. Now when I'm there hanging out, I can play Pokemon Go.
You could have anyway. You could reach stops there.
Yeah, but now the theater has their own
It just feels like
stop.
you didn't need to interrupt me for that.
I think it's huge news.
I think we need to reassert your definition of huge news, but whatever. Oh, what do I know? And with that, let's move into some number one recommend. And yeah, not a lot of preview, so let's talk about what we've seen in the past. I will let you go first because I think yours is more out there.
Yeah, mine's more out there.
You guys would never bet in a million years that he's about to recommend here, but it makes sense.
This past week, we were watching the Scooby-Doo and Kiss movie, and it was awesome. Absolutely loved it. I'm a huge Kiss fan. I have a lot of Kiss memorabilia stuff, and we just stumbled upon it, and we watched it, and it brought back some nostalgia, I would say. Love Scooby-Doo, love Kiss. They're playing, they're rocking out. They're on the search for The Rock, and it's
Wade
Rock.
Johnson?
Nope. No, real Rock.
Wait, the monster's a rock?
No, it's not. They're looking for a rock. Some I can't remember the name. Stole the rock, and there's like music battles, and they're playing on a ship in space, and yeah, it's awesome.
So yeah, that's a very unconventional recommend. I never thought we'd recommend a movie like that, but you know what? That actually kind of makes sense. His was a little bit more of a plot twist. Mine, you could probably guess what I'm going to recommend here this week: The Batman. I'm a DC Comics fan. I don't know if you know that about me. I've only mentioned it like every other episode at this point. I love the character of Batman. I'm always looking forward to see what or if they do stuff differently. And am I going to say this is the best one? No, because I'm a Dark Knight stand for life. But there are some things they do differently throughout this movie. And a lot of it I really like. Some of it I even love what they do differently here. Zoe Kravitz's Catwoman may be my favorite Catwoman in any version, in any mythos, live action, cartoon, whatever. Just something about how she did it. Like there's plans of spinoffs from this movie. If there's any spinoff I want, it's a Catwoman spinoff with Zoe Kravitz, to be honest. I love Robert Pattinson's Batman. I think he's really good at it. Because, yeah, his days of Twilight are over. We can forget about that now. Yeah. He's established himself as an actor. I think he's really good in this movie. I think everyone's really good in this movie. I don't know if there's a performance I hated in this at all.
Go watch Batman.
Go watch Batman. And
Go
Scooby-Doo.
watch Batman.
You know what? Actually, both of our movies, again, we never planned this. Sometimes there's a connection. Yep. Both solve a mystery.
Yep.
They both include some of the greatest detectives of all time.
That is true.
Batman, Scooby-Doo.
And we also have the Batman and Scooby-Doo comics at home. They did a comic where they were together.
Can you imagine?
Inc. and Batman.
Could you imagine a Robert Pattinson with the live-action Scooby-Doo crossover?
Would love it.
With like Matthew Shepard. Make that movie, Holly.
Yeah,
I'll donate to a GoFundMe for that.
Yeah.
Shout out in the comments if you're in support of that.
Oh, it'd be awesome.
It would be. My God, that'd be awesome as heck. But yeah, if you have any of your own recommendations of movies or TV shows you would like us to check out, put those in the comments as well. For myself, Ryne Meyerberg, the greatest detective duo of all time, we'd like to thank you so much for watching, and we will see you at the movies.